Go to the food court, yes. It's always the wrong elevator.
Yo!
Sensei, I'm super duper happy you came to see me. Going around saying goodbye, huh? What did you think of the sleepy, peaceful version of Inaba? Must seem weird to you. Huh. I wonder why it began just as you arrived here. I remember that first time. Sensei and Yosuke, braving the TV world alone. Boy, I feel so nostalgic. Yeah, ever since then it was just one surprise after another. I can't imagine how it's going to be like living here without you. A quiet, peaceful town with no need to use our personas anymore. I can't imagine it either. That's right. We were right in the middle of this case when you came over to this side. A lot of stuff's happened. Facing my true self, and you and me got into a fight too. Oh, Yosuke, did you smack Sensei? Oh, how reckless. Of course, moron. Best friends gotta fight sometimes to be best friends. Why didn't you say so earlier? Sensei, bring it on! Let's fight! Don't hurt him, man. He's gotta get on a train tomorrow. Sensei, you're really leaving, huh? I'm glad I met you and Yosuke. You two completely changed my life. And Nana-chan, Yuki-chan, and the others too. They all helped me. They gave life to me. Life? Come on, man. You were the one that wanted the change. That's why you tried so hard to make it happen. Thank you so much, Sensei and Yosuke. I love you. Love is kinda strong. I'll take off my outfit if you want. What's Teddy? Let's not. You feel a solid bond between you, Yosuke, and Teddy. By the way, is it okay for you to chill here? Don't you have somewhere to go? Like, meeting someone? Do you want Teddy to come with you? No, I think Teddy has to work. Okay, you should go say goodbye to Naoto in the school building. Okay. School was open during spring break. Alright. Alright, let's say goodbye to Ai first, because she's standing right here.
Oh.
Let's go see Ai. Do you remember this rooftop? You stopped me when I was thinking about jumping off. Thinking back on it, that was pretty dumb. You think?
Thank you.
I really need to thank you, you. You stopped me, and you listened. Thank you. I'm glad I was able to tell you that before you left. I felt terrible after you rejected me, but since you'll be going away, I had to find the courage to tell you. I'll always remember the time I spent with you fondly. Thank you. I've been thinking about the future lately. Not so much about college or jobs or anything like that, but that I want to become a nicer person. Does that sound like a weird goal? Good for you.
Yeah.
I knew you'd understand. I'm glad I met you. I don't know what I'd be like if I hadn't. Maybe I'd be totally into that midnight channel. Oh, and spreading a bunch of rumors too. I could never see that happening to me now. I must have went through a pretty drastic change. Ai has a beaming smile on her face. You feel a close bond between Ai and yourself. End of conversation. It made me so nervous saying all that. I've never done it before. Why don't you go say goodbye to your other friends? I'm sure they're waiting for you. I think I'll head home. My extra class is over. No, I'm not gonna say goodbye. I'll see you later, you. Alright. I'm gonna go say goodbye to Naoto, narrator box. Just keep bumping into other social links on the way down. Alright, Naoto. Oh, Senpai, do you have business at school too? Oh, that's right. Saying goodbye to your teachers? Not really. Having a last look at the school, huh? Can I come with you? The town has become so peaceful.
Oh.
Well, not that I'm disappointed. It's just that for me to remain here without you or a case to solve, I feel somewhat listless. I know this sounds awkward since we've already discussed it before, and I came to a satisfactory conclusion. That the reason for me being here has nothing to do with the case. Perhaps it's just your departure that's making me lonely.
I apologize.
I'm sorry, I'm making trouble for you. I appreciate it, though. I told myself many times that nothing will change, even if we're apart. But I couldn't convince myself of that after all. I'll remain here in Inaba, Senpai. Of course, from time to time my services will be required elsewhere. But Inaba is my hometown now. I want to treasure the precious time I've spent with you solving the case together. The Midnight Channel, Personas, Amano Sagiri. My duty is to stay here and get to the bottom of these mysteries. To be honest, the thought of it makes me a bit lonely. Please don't forget your time here. You feel a solid bond between you and Naoto. I'll be at the station tomorrow with the others. So, this is our last chance to talk, just the two of us. No, of course it won't be. I can go visit you anytime, and vice versa. Senpai, don't you have other farewells to say? Don't worry about me. I'll be fine. I'll see you tomorrow. Who else do I need to talk to? Yumi at the drama club. Where's the drama room? No, I'm trying to find the drama club room. I don't know where it is. I can't read these signs. Meeting room. Is that where we met? Okay, yes. Let's go. Exactly where I left her. Yumi's here. Yukun. I knew you'd come. I came here today to turn something in, and I felt this wave of nostalgia. We used to be in this club together. You're leaving tomorrow, right? I have something to tell you. I haven't really put my thoughts in order yet, but I want you to hear what I have to say. Because you're the one who changed how I think, Yukun. I'm thinking of joining student council. I figured I should do something for my school. I want to take part in some local politics, too. The town is voting whether to keep the gas masks. I understand why people wouldn't want to see them ever again, but what happens if the fog comes back, you know? Oh, and I've started working at Juness. I'm a cashier at the food court. I'd like to try some more of the clubs at school, too. To be honest, I'd like to go back to the drama club. I want to see and feel the world I live in. So, I'm planning to try as many things as I can, as long as the opportunities are there. I've been thinking about what I'm supposed to do in my life. That is, I want to find out what the significant meaning in my life is, why my parents created me. Though, if I do find that out, I can't be satisfied with that answer. I have to do something with that knowledge, do something for the people who live on after me. I believe the goal of life is to pass things on to as many people as you can. It's not about inheriting blood or continuing your genetic line. It's more like passing on your memories. And since my father passed his down to me, I have to do the same for future generations. Maybe I should start off by getting a boyfriend. I mean, I can't be with you since you're leaving. And anyway, you ran away when I asked you in the first place. I doubt I'll find anyone as good as you, though, Yukun. I hope we can see each other again. Take care of yourself. The fact that I care about you so much won't change, no matter how far we're apart. We won't be alone. Bye. Yumi's eager smile cheers you up, and you feel a close bond between yourself and Yumi. You have not spoken to everyone who... Dejima and Namako. I was like, who else haven't I spoken to? Let's go home. Oh, hey. Big bro.
Hey.
How are the goodbyes coming along? Did you see all of your friends? Most of them. I see. Did they all cry? Let me see your face. You teleported. You look a lot more mature now. We've only been together for about a year, but kids grow up surprisingly fast. Nanako, do you remember what we promised? Take care of yourself, big bro. Don't get sick. Hey, you too, Nanako. Yep. Oh, don't look so sad, Nanako. We're all family, remember? It doesn't matter if we're apart. We can go see him when I get a vacation. Then we can talk about everything that's happened since we last saw each other, right? Yeah.
Big bro.
Will you remember me? Of course I will. It's a promise. Oh, come on, don't cry. I'm not crying. Oh, well. I guess all kids end up being pushed around by their parents. Same goes for you. You. It wasn't all that long, all things considered, but I did enjoy your time here with us. I really do think of you as part of my family. I'm surprised my sister's kid would turn out to be such an upstanding young man. Give Nanako a call sometime when you have a spare moment. And you're welcome to come visit us anytime. I'll leave your room just like it is. This is your second home, you know? You feel a solid bond between Dojima, Nanako, and yourself. When I grow up, I want to marry you, big bro. I think that's illegal, Nanako. You're a stud, you. Sure, Nanako, if he's still available by the time you're an adult. But that'll be a long time, won't it, you? Right? Dojima smiles, but he's looking straight into your eyes and doesn't seem to be joking. I guess I have to get a girlfriend soon, but I already have one, so we're good. By the way, have you said goodbye to everyone yet? You still have a lot of time today. Why don't you go around Inaba and see everyone who will miss you? Besides, I don't think you've really had the whole peaceful small-town experience while you were here. Now that I think about it, that case began shortly after you arrived and finally ended a few months ago. Basically, it all happened while you were here in Inaba. I guess it was just a quirk of fate. Anyway, you should get going. We'll be going home, too. You have said goodbye to all the people you have formed close bonds with. You should return to your house to prepare for tomorrow. Now, the obvious answer would be to say yes, but this is yet another opportunity this game gives you to miss out on the true ending. There is something that should be bothering you at this point in the game, and if there isn't, then you're kind of falling into the game's trap. So I'm going to say no, and I'm going to go somewhere else. And I'm going to admit, I completely missed this the first time I played, and then I got to the end and I was like, is that it? Was there like no final thing to do? And I had to look this up to find out how to get the actual ending, way back when I first beat this. So we're going to go to Junes now, because something is still unresolved. You should have no reason to come here anymore. Might as well stop by the food court one last time. Yes. The usual food court. This is where you had spent so many afternoons going over the case with everyone. Just sitting here brings back a lot of memories.
Huh? What a coincidence! It must be destiny!
Oh, so you guys came here too! It's our very own special headquarters. There are so many memories here.
Yo there, Senpai. I thought you'd be here.
We had a feeling we'd run into everyone if we came here.
We were planning on seeing you off at the station tomorrow, but I was feeling too restless, so I decided to come here.
Well, since we're all here, why don't we have something to eat?
Ooh, let's have steak! Steak! And make Yosuke pay for everything!
Will you shut up about your steaks?
You reminisced with the others.
I really had fun in this world.
Dude, your whole existence is about fun. Well, what we've gone through wasn't all fun and games. But I gotta say, I've never felt so fulfilled in my life.
It seems we've been working on this forever. but at the same time, it felt like it went so fast. We won't ever gather here again like this, or tear our hair out trying to solve the mysteries.
Even if we wanted to talk about it all, there were so many extraordinary things that no one would believe us. Come to think of it, for me, I think it all started when Chie told me about the Midnight Channel.
I think I heard about it from her too. How did you learn about it, Chie?
I guess it was just a random rumor. A lot of girls were trying it out.
Huh. I wonder how it started then.
Who knows? Maybe someone accidentally came across it?
The Midnight Channel. You know, that really was the cause of everything. I mean, the fog lifted after we caught Adachi, but there's still a lot of stuff that isn't clear yet. It's still foggy over there, too.
Some weird guy might use it to do bad things again.
Didn't that Amino something monsters say it granted us power?
I bestowed power onto those who could brave the hollow forest. In other words, he gave the power to enter-TVs to those who awakened to their persona ability, so that he might use us as pawns to enact his scheme.
Hey, that reminds me. Didn't your hand suddenly slip into the TV even before anything happened to you? Does that mean you're an exception? Well, wait, then what about Adachi and Namatame? Those two could go inside TVs before all this stuff about personas, right?
What? Then Senpai and the other two could do it for some other reason?
There must be something you're not remembering. Anything come to your mind, Senpai?
You're the only exception? You had the power to enter TVs before your persona awakened. And the same goes for Adachi and Namatame. You remember that Nanako gave you something this morning as you were about to leave.
A letter?
A letter?
Hey, this
right.
better not be another warning.
The sender is listed as Adachi.
Huh? This is from jail? It's from Adachi.
I'm sure you're surprised to get this letter out of the blue. I'm writing this because there's something I need to tell you. Ever since I made it out alive, there are some things I understand now. It's true that my game's over. As you all insisted at the time, I'll abide by the rules of this world. But as long as I'm in stir here, I can't clean up after myself. So I hope this will give you something to think about regarding this case. There's still this feeling I can't shake. It's about how it all started, about that Midnight Channel. Now I remember, someone told me about it when I first came to town, before I heard the rumors at the station. And I was intrigued when I noticed that something similar was written on Namatame's reports as well. But I can't remember who it was that told me. Since Namatame and I both gained our power after coming to Inaba, I have a feeling that has something to do with it. I don't know if any of this will be useful or not, but I hope it can help somehow.
There's still more.
When I'm here, I think of Dojima-san, Nanako-chan, and you. A lot. Though my time with you didn't seem like much fun before. It's strange.
Adachi's well-organized words unfold onto a piece of stationery paper.
Despite it all, I'm grateful to you. Thank you. But let me just say this. You're a dumbass. You take the path you choose, and I'll think about what that means to me, too. I doubt I'll ever see you again, but stay healthy. Goodbye.
I like that there's sort of a page left open for Adachi to sort of get redeemed a little bit, but we don't actually explore that, I think, so it's kind of a nice end note for him. You obtained Adachi's letter. You feel a definite bond between you and Adachi. And we actually max our last link of the game, the Toru Adachi link. You can now create Magatsu Izanagi, the ultimate form of the Hunger Arcana. Yeah, so you can fuse Adachi's persona if we want to. I don't actually know how to do it. I'll have to look that up sometime. The Tempter of the Void. Still, though, the things he wrote gnaw at you. Who did we learn about the Midnight Channel from?
It's not very helpful to know that he can't remember who it was.
I'm not sure how to put it, but I kinda know the feeling. It's like... I don't know how to say this. Like something's connecting all these things. Something beyond what we can see. That world, the Midnight Channel, the ability to enter TVs. They all feel like separate things. You know what I mean? First the rumors, then the serial murder, followed by us deciding to investigate the case. If they all really were separate, they wouldn't fit together like this, right? There has to be some kind of conductor behind everything.
So you think the person Adachi mentioned, the one who told him about the Midnight Channel, is that conductor? Did I strike gold again? It's seriously just something that popped into my head!
Senpai, is there anything like that you can think of?
The power to enter TVs, where everything about this case started. You learned about the Midnight Channel from Chie a few days after coming to this town, when she told you the rumor. But Adachi and Namatame heard about the Midnight Channel from someone immediately after coming to this town. When you think back, you feel as if something happened to you as well upon your arrival here. There is something.
We were involved in a murder case last year, which we succeeded in solving. But the monster we fought last said we did well in playing our parts. Perhaps this means Adachi and Namatame were players as well. Could it be that from the beginning, this serial murder case was merely a portion of a much larger scheme? And none of the people who were directly involved in the case ever suspected it.
Hey, this scheme, could it be the whole thing about filling both worlds with the fog and turning mankind into shadows? So someone was behind the scenes watching us, the culprits, and maybe even that monster. And he manipulated Adachi and Namatame at the very beginning so everything would come together perfectly?
Let's go out into town. We might find something. Although, you may be the only one capable of noticing it. Please contact the rest of us should you come across anything.
We can't say our goodbyes tomorrow with this hanging over our heads. Let's go figure this out.
So, who could have given you the initial spark for this power? The one you met immediately after coming to town was... my uncle, Dojima. In any case, you need to see them and confirm the truth. Alright, so now is the time where we need to do a little bit of sleuthing and find out who is really behind everything that has happened in Persona 4. And kind of like with the choice for Adachi, I'm really hoping the editing works out in such a way that this is the end of an episode. Because I want to give you guys time to think about it, write your comments, make your guesses, do whatever you want. And we'll come back and do this for real. And we will move on to the final portion of this game. So I will see you hopefully in the next episode. Like I said, how the editing works out. And I'm going to go stretch like you just did. And I will see you later. And we'll catch the criminal for real.